Hi, Cancer. This is Tara. Welcome to your November 2016 Psychic Tarot mini forecast. I am doing a small one for the beginning of the month just because I'm moving residences. And if you guys have done that lately or ever done it, you know how much there is packing, getting rid of what I don't need, and there's just a lot going on. So I appreciate you all watching. I appreciate your subscribing and understanding. And of course, I'll be doing the mid-months for November, and then on to the regular readings from now on. So this will be a little bit of a mini. I will pull, as I have, a couple of cards and also some clarification cards. So let's take a look, Cancer, what's going on for you? Well, the first card you have is the Three of Swords in reverse. So this is how it normally looks. And the Three of Swords normally indicates like heartbroken, sad, a little bit discouraged. In this particular card, you see the woman standing in front of the door, and she's trying to determine if this house is in shape enough for her to go in and fix up. You can see the boards on the windows. She's had some past memories there that maybe have not been great. But there is a new beginning feeling. You can see the swan in the water, and swans are very peaceful, diplomatic. There to almost help and guide her. And there's a lantern at the door. So it's almost as if she's determining whether it's worth it. And if she does, then it feels like it will be worth it. For you guys, the card came up in reverse. So this is the Three of Swords in reverse. And by the way, normally the Three of Swords looks like a heart with three daggers or three swords going through it. So heartbroken over relationship, over finances, over maybe a job that didn't go the way you thought, or a partnership. But it's in reverse now. So starting off November, maybe you've gotten past any old wounds that may have come about in the last, and it feels like almost a couple of years for you, 8 months to 2 years. Whatever's been going on with you, Cancer, that has been touchy emotionally for you, touched your heart, a loss of any kind, and that can be the loss of a person, it can be the loss of, and I'm hearing the loss of a baby. So anybody that that's been the case, I'm sorry, I'm sorry to hear it, or sorry that that's happened. Wow, I'm getting some interesting vibes from this card. Any type of kidnappings, and that could be for not only children but also pets or items stolen. Cancer, I don't know what the deal is here. Or maybe you've had to leave a premise that you didn't want to, a location that you've lived, and interesting. So it feels like some loss in the past. This could even be about, losing some beliefs you don't need. But this is in reverse now. So let's take a look at the second card, which is awesome. This came out, and this is the Knight of Swords. Whew, thank goodness. All right, this feels better. Well, the Knight of Swords is a guy who's still, he's very young at heart. He's not the page, but he's the knight and not yet the king. And the King of Swords, of course, has everything under control. He's a very intellectual man, very smart advisor, very wise person who's given, like I said, a lot of advice to people. But the knight does have some brand new ideas, and he's marching on to victory. You can see the horse is guiding him. There's a skunk watching him blast through this path here. So it feels like to me, Cancer, that you all are ready to move on, ready to move past any issues, situations that have not felt good for you, and take charge of your life. Those are the words I'm hearing, is take charge of your life and what needs to be reconciled, or take responsibility of what maybe you haven't in the past. And it doesn't mean more work necessarily. It means really a mental change, maybe an attitude, and that you're ready to do this. So that's what I'm getting. Let's pull some clarification cards. And I'm going to use the Hanson Roberts deck. I really like this deck for clarification. All right. Well, let's go with these two. They wanted to come out. Okay, well, the Seven of Pentacles comes up for the clarification card for the, the reverse Three of Swords. Well, the Seven of Pentacles has to do with working hard or tired over work, or maybe just wanting to take a break, wanting to take a physical and mental break. And so in the past, if you've been in a job that you've not liked and you've left that job, or you needed to close your business because it just wasn't working out and it was overwhelming to you and to your finances and to your family, then that's, you've taken this break and you've put some things behind you here. So it feels like possibly that some of you, again, I'm getting the last couple of years, have felt overwhelmed financially, or like, how am I going to make money, or how are my finances going to work out? And you're not the only ones. Of course, there's people in every sign that feel that way. But this is coming out, for the 1st of November. And again, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So make sure and watch your rising or ascendant, same thing, and a moon sign, because that will give you in-depth information or even maybe resonate with you more, because maybe some of you Cancers out there are making great money, and you have for the last years, and that's awesome. This part of it really speaks to those of you who have really been working hard, and maybe you have been making the money, but you also needed to get past a difficult situation. And that's what the Three of Swords is. And so the reason the Knight of Swords is coming up, this guy with some great ideas, ready to march on to victory, is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant represents spiritual enlightenment. It represents structure as far as religion, school, learning how to put your spirituality into practice. Like I said, I'm getting both spirituality and school, or learning new modalities, learning new services, different technology. All of that comes into play. It feels a little bit spiritual though. So it might be that you have been working on your spiritual evolution, and that you've put meditation into practice, or you've put grounding into practice, or you've been part of a law of attraction group, or a metaphysical group of some kind, or a like-minded group of people that have really opened your eyes. So I feel like the reason this has come up is maybe you've gotten some ideas or some feedback from being part of this either religious organization, spiritual organization, or like-minded organization, and it's giving you for new ideas and growth. I've been using that word a little bit, meaning motivated, feeling powerfully motivated. So go Cancer, go. And of course, this is for the first 2 weeks of November. And I'm going to add up these two cards numerologically. This is 3 and 1 is 4. And 4 in numerology has to do with building your foundation. It's being practical, it's being organized, it's having your feet on the ground. 4, if you look at the way it's written, there's the line, of course, and then you cross it with an L, right? So the main line is like a wall, and the L part is I call it like a structure or a bracket that's attached to the wall, because the wall has a firm enough hold in the ground that it can hold up this bracket. So I feel like you guys have built your foundation, you're starting to build your foundation, and some of the crying is over with. Of course, every Cancer is different. I understand that. But I do feel like some of you are really going to feel like new ideas, new inspiration, ready to go in November. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like your own personal private reading, then reach out to me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com. And for my friends overseas, Europe, Australia, Asia, any continent that you're on, then please email me because I know that we're in totally different time zones and I've done readings that, we need to coordinate. So please email me. Just put in the subject line reading or private reading, doesn't matter. And if you want to go to my website first, then take a look at that, taraventura.com. And you can see my services because my scheduler on my website doesn't have all of my times. And that's the reason why, is because I have clients all over. So it's kind of hard to coordinate on the scheduler. So anyway, take a look at my services, reach out to me, have a great first part of the month. Make sure and subscribe if you haven't. That way you'll receive these in your inbox each or twice a month, first part and second part. You all have a great beginning of November. Take care. I'll see you mid-month. Be well. See you soon.